One day in an ancient African kingdom, a young soldier by name Okonta was about 19 years old, but he was huge. He had already been in about 4 wars. He had muscles, triceps, and biceps. One day he heard a message by a missionary, and that message baffled him. So he ran straight that evening to the house of the oldest man in the village, who also happens to be the chief priest. The oldest man's name is Amadi. Okonta ran to Amadi's compound and was screaming as he was running. By the time he got there, the feeble old man stepped out of his hut. He was shaking. He had his walking stick. He was like, "My son, what brought you to my house this evening?" And Okonta said, "Sir, I just heard a message by the missionaries. They talked about this thing called heaven and hell. Is it true? Can you explain it better to me?" And Amadi looked at Okonta. Okonta was a soldier. He had his sword there. You know how those ancient soldiers dress. He was clothed in animal skin. Amadi looked at Okonta and said, "You look dirty. You look feeble and weak like a coward. Where do you serve as a soldier? Which division?" And Okonta said, "I serve in the king's court." Amadi laughed with his shaking body. Which king would take such a feeble young man like you? I can even beat you as I am. You are dirty. You look wretched. You shouldn't be accepted into any kingdom. As he was saying that, Okonta flew into rage and drew his sword and wanted to strike Amadi immediately. Amadi brought out his neck and said, "Go ahead. I dare you. Go ahead and strike the oldest man in the village, the king's chief priest. Cut his head and behold your hell, my son." And the thing shocked Okonta. Okonta was like, hell. And for the first time, it made sense to him. So he understood what Amadi was trying to teach him. He knelt down immediately, bowed and paid homage to Amadi and apologized and said, "I'm sorry, elderly one. Now I understand what you're trying to teach me." And Amadi laughed and was like, "My son, I gave you the opportunity to take hell, but you discovered heaven by yourself. Now rise up. They have already made you a missionary where you went to listen to that message, but you didn't know. Now go through your life preaching to every human that every man has the power within them at any point in their life to choose between heaven and hell, happiness and sorrow, joy and hate,